Well, I guess we can go ahead and get started since it doesn't look like anybody else is probably coming in for the moment. So basically, we're holding this just to kind of give everybody the update of how we're going to be running things this school year, because it is going to look a little different. And then anybody that's new, just kind of like where to pick up and drop off. So the morning program, we are still going to be using entrance number 6, which if you don't know is in the west parking lot. It is going to be a curbside service. If you drop off after 7:20, you're going to need to park and walk your child up to the door, because there are so many families that are doing carpool this year, and they're moving carpool over to our entrance. So we don't want to get confused with who's ESE and who is and who's carpool. And then pickup, we're going to be doing the same thing. It's going to be curbside service as well. Our prime pickup time is pretty much between 5 and 6. So if you pick up outside of 5 to 6, we just ask that you text our cell phone. As you know, if you are a Mohawk family that have been there, you know the cell phone service is not the greatest at our school. So a lot of times our phone calls won't go through, but we typically get text messages. So if you give us like a 5-minute heads up, we'll call for your kids and hopefully have them ready by the time you pull up to the curb, to speed along the process for you. And then the 5 to 6 hour, we're just gonna try to get through everything as quickly as we can. Curbside worked out really well for summer camp for us. However, we were also pretty close to where the pickup area was. Whereas now we are spreading the kids out. Typically in the past, we've done K1-2 in one group and 3-4-5 in the other. Whereas now, as long as staffing allows it and we can, we want to keep them separated all day, where all of our kindergartners will stay together in one area, all of our first graders will stay together in one area, second, third, and then 4-5 we're combining into one group. So at the end of the day, if they aren't outside, the 4th and 5th graders will be on the other side of the building in the 4-5 pod. And then same with the second graders, because their home area is going to be in the second grade area, which is on the other side of the building as well. So it could take a couple minutes, but on the flip side, you don't have to come in the building to check your kiddo out this year, which will be kind of nice for the parents. And then with checking the kids out, we're going to actually do the PIN number for you. We are able to do it on the computer, but with everybody having their own PIN number, it ties to who picked up the kiddo and to what time. We're just going to have you tell us what your PIN number is, and then we'll type it out for you on our iPad, so you don't have to touch anything and not have contact with the iPad with germs. And then as far as what needs to come to ESE, it's pretty much the same as school, masks. And then I know the school's having the kids bring a water bottle as well, because the water fountains are off. We are going to have a water fill station. We purchased a big 10-gallon cooler, and it's going to be staff only that's able to fill it up. That way we don't have a bunch of germy hands on there. We're going to use gloves and hand sanitize in between to make sure that the kids aren't touching that and we have less contact with it. And then, so the way our daily schedule is going to go this year, we're going to have snack and recess. Snack and recess will happen on a rotation basis in the beginning, and then they'll all do their homework in their pod areas. And then our clubs, in the past, we've typically offered like 3 to 4 choices for them to have a day. It's not going to be that way until we get past all of this. They're going to have the one option for the day, and if they don't want to do that, then they can just kind of hang out with their friends. But until we get through all this COVID stuff, we can't go back to the way that we typically would run clubs, because we don't want to have the kids intermingling as much as possible for right now. So other than that, does anybody have any questions?
I do. Where does the PIN number come from?
Okay, so The PIN number we can set for you. It's on your Easy Child Track account. And because I don't know how to talk you through setting it yourself, I'm not sure how to do it on your end. That's something that we were going to work on tomorrow. And I'm going to try to make it the last 4 digits of your cell phone number.
Okay.
And if that one, because it can't be the same as anybody across all of our 11 schools. So if that one is taken up, I might reach out and see if you have a different one that you would like to use. But we're going to work on that. All of our old parents all have PIN numbers in there already, so we shouldn't have too many that we end up having to put in.
Okay. One more question. Is the snack provided, or do we send a snack with our kid?
Snack is provided, and so the thing that's going to be different about that this year is they used to get a choice of, so we have every other day is milk and juice day, and it used to be, well, okay, you can either have chocolate milk, strawberry milk, vanilla milk, white milk, skim milk, or like they would have like a couple different choices on their juice. But now everything has to be pre-bagged, so we have limited contact with it. So they're going to be giving us the same kind. So if we have, it might be all chocolate one day or all white milk one day. So the kids will get a bag that will have their drink, their snack in it, a straw, and a napkin, and they have to take the whole bag whether they want the whole snack or not. So we do provide it. I do have some kids that will come with extra snack because it's not enough, and that is fine. Like, feel free to send more food. I never want, I want kids to make sure they have enough food in them. So feel free to send more food in their backpack.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then also one of the other things that I didn't mention, and I know you guys have probably kind of seen some information on this, late start days. If you are not a monthly AM or a monthly AM and PM person, then you will need to, like, if your kid is going to come to late start, you need to pre-register for it. It is free. So if you're a punch card person, it will not come off. We won't be taking a visit off your punch card. It won't cost you a drop in, but you have to pre-register for it. But if you're already enrolled in the monthly AM rate, you won't need to do anything different. It'll just be like a normal day for you. But we do still open at, we still open at 7. So you can come in, there's your cat. You can come in regardless, whatever time after 7. Anybody else? It's gonna be different, but we feel like we had an amazing summer. Summer camp went well. Dana, I don't know if your kiddos were with us. I thought summer was awesome, and we're ready to do this. I'm excited. I miss all the kids. I miss seeing them. So I'm for sure looking forward to that.
Hey, Cindy, did everything, like all of our people that we had listed for pickup last year, did that all just carry over for this year too?
Yes, unless you made changes when you registered, you're good.
Okay.
Are you doing monthly this year?
We're just doing in the afternoon with Cooper. But
okay.
I think it's,
because I couldn't remember if he had said you guys were doing mornings, or if I think he was going to maybe pick that up later if needed. So you're just, okay. So if you need the late start days, you would need to pre-register for that.
Okay.
Now that he's not morning.
Yeah. Since we all are forced to work from home, we
right.
It worked out.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Do we know when the late start days are yet?
So the first one is August 26th. I believe, Miss Hazelwood, did you get that off of the Carmel website? Okay. So it is on the web, it's on the website, but it's pretty much every other Wednesday.
Okay. So I
But
think,
you should be good because are you doing before and after, or are you just
Yeah.
doing after?
no, we're doing both, at least for, I was gonna see how it goes for August, but if I end up getting him there too late regularly, then maybe we'll just switch to after.
Okay. And I
What time
think-
do they start for the late start?
So I want to say it's like 8:35.
Yeah.
And it's every other Wednesday?
Pretty
they do that?
much. Pretty much every other Wednesday.
Okay, I don't think I knew that.
But we provide free daycare for you.
My girls won't need it in the morning, but I didn't realize that they were gonna have late starts on every other Wednesday.
Yeah.
What was the purpose of that? Is it just for the staff to?
I wish I had the answer to that. I'm not 100% sure because I know they changed the start times of everybody, and then I think that might be teacher work time. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly. But I think that's something that the high school was already doing maybe, and then now they're doing it with all of them.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay, I was like, am I saying this right? Thanks,
Yeah,
Dan.
that's right.
okay. And you said 8:35?
I think so.
Okay,
So I know 7:50 is the new start time for us.
yes,
That
yes.
I do have that down pat, but the late start, I believe, is 8:35 or 8:30, somewhere in there.
Okay, good, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? All right, well, we're looking forward to it, and thanks for coming today, everybody.